I'm going to help you find a mechanic you can actually trust. So many people make a mistake when their car needs a mechanic. They either overpay without questioning it, or they go cheap and pay for it twice. The right answer depends on your situation, and I'm going to help you make the right call. So, dealership or independent? That's the first decision you need to make, and it's not as simple as people think. Let's start with dealerships. They get a bad reputation for being expensive, and sometimes that's fair. But in the early years of owning a car, they can be worth every penny. Here's why. If your car is under warranty, a dealership handles repairs and recalls without any hassle. They make sure your car is safe and reliable without you having to pay for it. They can also update your car's software to the latest version, and with modern cars, that's not optional, it's essential. Cars often leave the factory with software bugs that can only be fixed with the latest update. Those updates keep everything working, including that important connection with your smartphone. There's a financial argument as well. If your car has been serviced at a dealership, you'll get a higher price when it comes to sell, especially if the car is only a few years old, which means a bigger deposit than your next car. But dealerships aren't without their downsides. The experience can feel impersonal. So you describe your problem to a service advisor, they then pass that on to a technician, and you never actually speak to the person who's worked on your car. Then there's the question of parts and repairs. So dealerships use manufacturer parts, which sounds reassuring, but they often come with a huge price markup, and depending on the repair, aftermarket parts made by an independent company can often do the job just as well. Their approach to repairs is standardized too. If just part of an assembly fails, they'll often replace the whole thing. When that's covered under warranty, that's fine. When it's coming out of your pocket, it's a different conversation. And then there's the upselling. A service visit can come with a list of recommended additional work. Some of that is genuinely necessary, some of it is a lot less urgent than they make it sound. And if you don't know your car, it's hard to push back. Convenience is worth thinking about too. Depending on your make, the nearest dealership might not be on your doorstep. Bookings can have long lead times and courtesy cars aren't always guaranteed. Oh, and that nice waiting room and the free coffee, it's built into the labor rate. Dealerships charge the most of anyone in this video. Now, let's talk about independent mechanics, because for most people, most of the time, this is where the best outcome lives. But here's the thing, quality varies wildly. A great independent will save you money, keep you informed, and look after your car better than anyone. A bad one can cost you more than the problem you came in with. So the rest of this section is about making sure you find the right one. Independent garages come in all shapes and sizes. Full service garages with a team of mechanics, small 1 or 2 man workshops, and mobile mechanics who will come to you. The scale doesn't determine the quality, but it's worth knowing what we're walking into. So, what does a good independent actually look like? First off, they diagnose properly. Rather than needlessly replacing whole assemblies, they find the root cause and only fix what's necessary. That difference alone can save you hundreds. They're honest about parts, so unlike dealerships, they have access to both manufacturer and aftermarket parts, which are cheaper. A good mechanic knows when to spend and when to save. A bad one will either always reach for the most expensive option without explanation, or scrimp to try and maximize their profits, choosing the wrong part for the wrong job. Next, a great mechanic will keep you informed. Photos of the problem, receipts for parts, test results that you can see. They check in before decisions get made. They inform you rather than lead you. If a mechanic makes a big decision while fixing your car and they're vague about what they did and why, that's a red flag. Over time, sticking with a good mechanic means that they get to know your car. That relationship is worth more than people realize. They'll spot things developing before they become expensive. They'll recommend preventative work that saves you when a breakdown happens further down the line. And when something goes wrong, you're not starting from scratch with someone who's never seen the car before. That's not the kind of relationship you tend to build up at a dealership. Now, do you go for a general mechanic or a specialist? If you drive something common, Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, Ford Focus, that kind of thing, almost any competent general mechanic will be able to look after your car. Actually, that's one of the reasons those cars are so cheap to run. Loads of mechanics have worked on them, parts are plentiful, especially on the aftermarket, so that's a tip that's worth seeking out beyond just car buying. But if your car is less common, it's higher value, or you have a specific job that requires expertise, a specialist is worth seeking out here. Someone who knows your make inside out will diagnose faster, make fewer mistakes, and often save you money despite charging a higher hourly rate. So, how do you find a good mechanic? Start with word of mouth. It's still the most reliable signal. Then look at reviews, but look at the right ones. Don't just scan the star ratings. Find the reviews where people have come in with big jobs or in a panic or something went wrong. How did the garage handle it? These stories tell you everything. For specialist knowledge, brand-specific forums and brand-specific Facebook groups are gold. These communities have usually done the hard work of finding out who's good and who to avoid, and they'll tell you your expertise without any filter. Here's a tip that goes beyond just servicing. When you're looking to buy a car, think about who's going to look after it. Imagine choosing a brand where you've got no specialist knowledge nearby. Now imagine having a trusted specialist 10 minutes away who knows your exact car and who you can call at short notice. That's not just convenient, it's peace of mind, and that's worth factoring in before you buy. Before I wrap up, I want to share something that happened to me recently, because it's exactly what this whole video has been about. Recently, my Mazda 6 developed a series of issues. Leaking injectors had basically crippled my engine. It wasn't cheap and it wasn't simple, but because I had a mechanic I trusted, I never once felt in the dark. I could see exactly what was wrong, exactly what was being done, and exactly what I was paying for. Situation was not ideal, but I always felt informed and in control. That's the kind of mechanic we're looking for you. So to summarize, in the early years of ownership, consider going to the main dealer. Beyond that, a trusted independent is likely your best move, and now you have the tools to find a great one. Do you have a mechanic that you really trust? Drop your stories in the comments. I read everything, and the best stories might just make it into a future video. If this has been useful, there's plenty more on the channel about getting the most out of car ownership without it costing you a fortune. Subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you in the next one.